Midnight is less than 2 weeks from release, and if you haven't been playing the beta or you've just been putting a little bit of time into the beta, you might be wondering what routes you're going to take in dungeons, or what have people who've been putting a lot of time into the beta found to be the best routes. And so I figured it would be good to learn. I'm primarily a tank and DPS player. I was about 2 key levels under title last season on Frost Death Knight and Prot Warrior. And this season I haven't really put a ton of time into the beta, so I figured why not watch some of the best players who've been putting a ton of time on the beta and get their routes and see what they've been doing, see what they found works. And so what I've done is I've gone through this video. I made sure that they timed this key, and then I made the route that he pulled through this dungeon. And so we're just going to watch the video and then learn from the route, see how they do it, see what kind of skips they do, and see why they go the way they do. So let's get started.
Feels worth
Feels
worth the talent, or worth of what?
So first pull,
counting that he was already playing this
little
talent
squishy in the first, but Demon Hunters,
this talent got buffed.
you need to put up frailty and get your debuffs on
better, I guess,
the mobs to start being really tanky. Get Fairy Brand going.
Nothing special.
Okay, so they get the Hulking Juggernaut. That's going to be the priority target, and then they lust. So lust on the first pull. He does Rending Gore, Necrotic Waves coming out. There's swirlies on the ground you want to avoid. So that was a big AoE damage, sort of like the giant from Gambit on the first section. Just does massive damage to the group.
I think someone else needs to pick this mob. For that. Oh, not Yargi probably.
Okay, so they clear all these, get everything killed, and then they go right here. So what I've been doing on beta was actually going left, so it's cool to see how they do this. So he goes right, and they're hugging this swamp on the right, so they don't aggro the stuff across the path. So he gets these mobs, kick that, group them with these, and then start kiting towards the way that they're going to be moving later. And then they get another Hulking Juggernaut, so you have 2 Hulking Juggernauts. So now this is the second pull here. If you haven't done this dungeon, part of the minigame for the first boss is to free the slaves. So you can see the 2 yellow mobs on his unit frames. Those are target dummies, but there's 8 slaves you have to free. There's tons of them throughout this first section. So when he goes through it, I'll point him out, but you need to free 8, and then you can fight the first boss. That's a requirement to be able to fight that boss.
One berserker.
It's interesting they've got target dummies in this dungeon.
Why DH is so weak?
I wonder if that's like an engineering thing, if they dropped those from like Classic. Alright, so starts kiting. So they killed the Hulking guy, and then he starts kiting the rest of the mobs into this hut here. And the reason people come here is there's actually a buff you can get. So in the center you click that. I think you have to be out of combat to click it, so they'll kill everything here. So he basically aggroes this whole hut, which is listed as number 3 here on the route. So the route is shown on the right here. And yeah, they just fight this pack. It looks pretty. So let's see what mobs look the most dangerous here.
These Hopics.
Nice. Yeah, he's taking some damage, but nothing too crazy. There's no super scary mobs here, it looks like. So they want to kill everything as quickly as possible. So ideally everything dies at the same time. So really, when you're in a group, make sure that you guys are trying to keep everything killed as quickly as you can, like evenly, so not one mob doesn't stay longer. So here they free 3 prisoners in here, and then they also get the buff. So that's huge.
Talent point over
I'm actually not sure what the buff does. I think it's probably a damage buff.
It was worth before as a set, and right now it got buffed. So right now it is even more worth it, yeah? And before he was already playing it instead of Apex Talents, because Apex Talents are not worth it.
Okay. Also,
so my answer is yes, it is worth it.
Alright, so he's got threat on these, he's gone. Yeah, Demon Hunter, it's like a little squishy at the beginning. It's kind of always been like that, but once you get your frailty stacks and your your debuffs on the mobs, they just take a lot. You take a lot of damage and start healing yourself a lot more. So they kill the mobs up here. Again, nothing looks too crazy. There's a shredding talon. Looks like it's targeting, like fixated on somebody and start hitting them. Maybe a clone though. Should be good.
Can I see Unholy DK Talon's place? Yes, I can show after this pool maybe.
Okay. See the Unholy Talons. Alright, yeah, so they kill these and then they're gonna skip. So you can see this is pull 4 on here. So let's go to 4 on this, okay. Yeah, so and then they jump down, so they're gonna skip
Okay, before boss I show.
as
or
much as they could.
boss.
So
Boss, there
they
would be good
jump
time
down
to
this
show,
way
I
to
think.
intentionally avoid other mobs, and then
Right
they
now kind of
pull
hard.
the mobs here, so they get pull 5 going. Okay, get another talon, okay. Okay, keep going. Necrotic wave, okay. Let's see. So yeah, there's swirlies on the ground. This is a little bit scary. So this is obviously a very high key. So this is a 19. If you're doing a lower key, right? If you're not, you know, comfortable doing this type of pull, just break them up. Just do smaller pulls.
Okay, give me meteors.
The route is
Nice.
good. So what I would
And
recommend
Apex
is trying
right
to
now,
the
Apex
mobs
Pro.
they skip are for a
Anytime
reason. It's
soon.
because they're harder and they give less count. So it's just slower and harder. Generally, because so the mobs they skip, there's always a good reason for it, and the routes are pretty efficient.
Now?
Obviously it might change because this is
Okay,
still
maybe one more meteor.
like pre-release, but this is a good baseline to start with. Okay, so he pulls on the pull 6 here.
Unlucky.
Oh, oops.
Did not proc
Then-
meteor.
Yeah, so 6 includes that. Okay. Yeah, and then avoid swirlies. So the Rain of Toads, I guess, is what the swirly is. And then so that's a pat. And then I think they didn't intentionally pull that. I think it just got body pulled, but it's okay. Just be careful for that if you're playing. There's a pat that comes by there. Okay. Okay, moving down. So moving on to the boss. So at 44.48.
Can make screenshot fast. I'm still showing them.
Oh, okay, let's change
Give me
file.
Apex now.
Hold on. Okay, I messed up the count. How did it get messed up? Ah, 4, okay. 4 got messed up, okay. So here, let's pull up 4 real quick. And then include that, okay, boom. Alright, go back. So now they're here, so 7. Man, it's a little hard to do it this way. So 7 is this, and then 44.48, perfect. Okay. Alright, so this boss, if you're not familiar with how the dungeons work, Topics, I would recommend Topics. I'll link that in the description. He's got a great set of dungeon guides for every dungeon, and he goes over all the mechanics and all the important trash, which are very good to know. So definitely check those out. Okay, so they put down traps. So somebody's gonna get targeted by the bird. So then he does this swirly, get out of the swirly. And the bird's gonna charge you. So and to not take damage from that, you actually jump into one of these ice traps. So we'll see it. So yeah, see someone's targeted. It's on Yargi, it looks like. And then when the bird charges, he's in the trap, so he takes no damage, breaks the ice block, and then that's one of the main mechanics.
Cooldown tracker Vicarus? No. This is just in-game cooldown manager that is reskinned with other add-ons to look the way it is looking right now.
Yeah, Kira's UI looks really good. I'll also link Kira's Twitch and his Patreon in the chat. I believe you can get his UI as a Patreon subscriber, and even probably from Twitch as well, so I'm not sure about that one. But he's put a ton of time into it. Looks really good, so I'll probably actually pick it up too.
Yeah, this is in-game
Okay, so he
cooldown
breaks ice
manager
block.
that is riskinned. Like right now, you only can risk-in the Blizzard default things.
So these
That's
bosses
basically
you want to
what it
kill
is.
at a similar time too.
Riskinned,
So if you kill,
default Blizzard cooldown manager.
yeah, if you kill the bird first, the other guy will try to res it. And so if he gets to, and you can't stop it. It's like a 10-15 second cast. And if he reses the bird, you know, obviously that's not good. Takes a lot longer to finish this fight. And if you kill the bird first, then, or if you kill the boss first, then the bird enrages. So it's best to kill them at a similar time. And when he's enraged, it does more damage. So you move over, run down this way. So this section, I would definitely not recommend pulling it the way they do here. They get 2 of these restless Gnarlins, like these big mobs. It's kind of like a ghoulish looking green here. And a lot of these trash mobs with the mini boss. So it's very hectic. Most people would not be able to tank this, and most healers would not be able to heal it. But these guys are gamers, so they can do this. But this is a very hectic pull. So maybe do 1 less Gnarlin. That would probably make this a lot easier. And just get the mini boss 1 less Gnarlin, if you can. So you see Kira just stay in those. She's just tanking him. He knows he can survive that. And those AoEs.
I think we need to last here on cooldown maybe, or?
Yeah, Lust has come up in 5 seconds. You can see it on his UI.
Can you Typhon casters to us maybe?
Doesn't look like they pop it again though, so I guess they're saving it for some other time. I'll call it out whenever I see it.
Do you have bark?
I give it to her already.
I think I'm dying on this pack, yeah. It is not fucking died at all.
Yeah, it's taking a long time. I mean, 2 Gnarlins and the mini boss, that's quite a lot of damage they've gotta do here. This is a pretty good comp that they're running as well. You can see they've got the Demon Hunter for the magic damage buff. And then they've got 3 magic dealers.
Yeah, I think we're at 13 months, appreciate it.
Warlock, Mage, and then the Unholy DK does a little bit of physical too, but a lot of magic as well.
Yeah.
And then the rest are druids, so they've got 3 battle res and a lust, and a lot of synergy in this class. So this is a potential meta comp, or something you could definitely run, depending on how the tank balance comes out. Demon Hunter is on the beta. I'm not sure if you guys probably, if you're watching this video, you've probably seen that there's been a bug with Fiery Brand where it lasts longer than it should, which makes you significantly tankier than you would otherwise if it just lasted the typical amount of time. That's the tooltip says it should. So who knows if they've actually been, you know, making the class changes based on feedback from the beta with the bug in mind or without the bug in mind. Because if they keep it, then they're going to be good. But if not, they could be way squishier than they currently are. Maybe they already fixed it too. Actually, I'm actually not 100%. I haven't been looking at the patch notes, but I don't believe they have. It's been a bug for multiple weeks now, maybe even months. Okay, so they moved past that section, so that was scary. I mean, they pulled that very quickly. So I would definitely slow that down if you're in a pug group. Just to be safe, you know, you don't want to wipe and die to just overpulling there. Then they go through here, doing pull 10 now. A lot of swirlies in this dungeon, just avoid the swirlies. Okay, moving over. Alright, so they put, you know, they've got their kick markers for who's going to kick what. So you might notice too that Kira, you actually can see the kicks here. I believe Yargi is a good, you know, coder, I guess. I think he's been making add-ons, so these are not public add-ons, but it is possible with, you know, legal information that Blizzard allows you to have to actually track kicks. So however he does that, it's pretty cool. I'm sure somebody else will come up with a an add-on that can do that, so it's public. in the future. But you know, it's kind of everything they tried to remove with Omni CD. A lot of it, at least, is still back in the game. You just have to get another add-on instead of a weak ore to do it.
I'm so weak.
It's kind of funny.
Actually.
Okay, moving on to
It's a good-
pull. This is pull 11.
8:30.
It looks like.
Wait,
So they're down here.
Yes, run.
Yeah. So okay, they just finished 11, so they're on 12 now. Moving down. So this is a really long. So if you're a DPS here, do not go ham, because you got to go really far. So
Focus
they
cut.
start pulling that.
I'll
I would
take
probably
first approach.
recommend doing it like this as well, because when I did this dungeon, it's just more efficient to go this way. Like none of these are super scary, so just pull them all down these stairs, stack them, and then just kill them like this. More swirlies,
I cannot kick next. Do you have bark back?
tornadoes.
Yep.
So
You can press now.
kind of reminds me of necrotic wake with these
Thank you.
tornadoes. Or not necrotic wake, which was the one. Ooh, okay. he
Minus
does.
40 up.
Let's see.
It's GG.
All right, yeah, it's actually maybe okay. Maybe pull it a little bit slower. That's quite a bit of damage here.
Throwing back.
Okay, so he's trying to get threat. His team's doing a good job of kiting. Like they got
Kite-
caught
kite
there,
up,
but
maybe?
they were running for quite a while. He's trying to get threat back. Okay, he starts getting it, and then he could use Feldev.
I'm so
Might be good here.
fucking weak.
Oh no, okay.
What?
He goes down. It looks like they're just gonna reset, which it's fine.
Sorry.
Second.
Fiery Hursty,
Not
let's
too
go.
fast, or-
Yeah, so that is maybe okay. So I said
I'm running.
do all that at once. Maybe don't do that. Maybe like break that into 2 parts or something. But
don't
the way
think
that I'll show the
Just everything.
the routes is the way that they pull, just to just to
What the fuck?
show what can be done for the high end groups. Just break it up if you need to.
Looking.
Oh wow, he's low. Dude, his healer's doing really good. He hasn't cheated. He doesn't have cheat for 2.5 minutes. Healer is doing a lot of work there. Being good. Okay, so now he's cutting it, doing it again. Alright, gets those warriors. Okay, he wants to pull him, and then he goes here. Okay.
Last, I guess.
Yeah, I think next.
Okay, here, this is their second last. Okay, so they lost this pull. They were holding that for quite a while. They had it for a long time.
Picked.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe if you lost this pull, it'd be better. I was almost losing threat there. So that shield is just, you can't attack it from where the shield is, so you just go behind it and you can
I'm
attack
just
them.
permaflying, like, I don't know what to do.
And then the reanimation, if you don't stop that, those mobs, once you kill them, they just come back to life, so you have to CC those. Okay, so he starts pulling over here. So he's chaining once a lot of the mobs are dead, which is a smart way to play. You don't want to just sit there and just waste time, sitting and fighting one mob. Just keep going, keep moving. When it's safe to do so, obviously. And then he comes over here, okay, pulls this stuff. This is not what I would have done, so it's actually, I'm glad that I'm watching this, because the way I pulled this dungeon was significantly different.
I'm parking. I'll pull for him. Don't go away.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull. I'm sorry.
Okay, so now he's getting those warriors over there. Okay. Kind of pulled those late, so I imagine they're going to kill some of the casters mobs, and then they're going to kite this. Yeah, they're cutting to the boss here. So this is, if you're comfortable doing this, it's actually helpful to kill the boss faster, because you get funnel damage onto the boss. If you've got a
Like,
class that can
with
benefit
minus
from that.
40, like, how are they supposed to live?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Looks like you used darkness there. That was pretty scary.
Sana, we're living. Nothing can stop us.
Okay, so if you haven't done this boss, so what's happening here is you get a chain on you, and then that mob is just running straight towards you in a line, and you need to collide these two ghosts together, and then when they collide, AoE damage goes out, and then it leaves a pool on the ground. So pop a defensive if you're low, and then your healer, it's a big heal check right there. Stop those animations, good, okay. And then while that's happening too, the boss will also do a frontal, so there's a lot to look out for. And
Did
all
they
of it
nerf
does
DH like
quite a bit of
overnight or
damage.
something? Like, why the fuck I'm so weak? I don't fucking understand this.
Yep, Gary thinks they're weak. I kind of had the same feeling as well too. I did feel that I was playing a couple days ago, so it wasn't recently, so damage coming out and then the frontal. But VDH for sure doesn't feel as strong as some of the other tanks, I'd say. So the boss has a shield right now, so they have to break through the shield, don't get hit by these orbs, just avoid them, and then you kick the boss once the shield's broken.
I mean,
So
it
now
was
these
fine
orbs
before.
go
Like, I was doing this Kion plus 20, I'm pretty sure, before. But right now, I'm just a fucking floor post. And I'm also doing no damage. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I got Firebrand up, I'm supposed to not fucking die at all, and
Yeah.
I'm just dying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm dying with Firebrand up, like, what am I supposed to fucking do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the damage on Monk and Bear Druid has been very good. And then VDH damage relative to those is low, but you know, VDH buffs the magic damage of your group, so like relatively maybe it's similar. But
Do we see too?
other tanks are feeling better damage wise for sure. And it's
Like,
also
this
relative to
Rudan
your threat, you know, because a lot of your threat
Yeah.
is coming from damage. And so, you know, if you're a low damage class and you've got some pumpers in your group,
Yes,
it can
we
feel bad.
don't
You
here.
have to like really
We need to pay.
like taunt a lot and make sure that they don't pull threat. It's not fun. It's not fun gameplay when you have threat issues. Alright, so they kill that boss. And then they go across
Gonna
the
get-
bridge here. So
get,
this
uh,
bridge
spot
is interesting. They're going to
first.
hug the wall because you can see there's splashes on the ground. So there's a drummer at the end of the bridge that is launching little magic bolts at you. And you want to avoid them and not get hit by them.
1%
And to make those stop, you have to get all the way across the bridge and then kill the guy. It's like a little mini boss before the boss.
What frontal?
So he's pulling the bats here. This is interesting. I never pulled these bats either. So he gets the bats on this side. They have a really wide patrol that goes like way far away from the bridge.
I will take one.
So
Okay.
when you have the chance to pull them because if you want to do this route, because it can be really hard to get them. You have to like wait. You'll see he does
Silence?
that here.
I missed one.
Okay, he gets threat on these guys. A lot of screeches going out. I believe the screech is an AoE damage when it goes off. Spirit Rend, I'm not sure what that does. I can check on here actually. So for the bird, oh, of course. So 15, get the
Wait.
bird.
No.
Okay, piercing
Universe is given
screech.
1%.
The caster screeches, releasing a pulse of sonic energy that inflicts physical damage. Okay, physical damage. Yeah, so he sees
How much better is
sitting
given?
up here to pull these. He wants to get 2 bats, so he gets this
Yes,
one, waits a little bit longer for the next
Oh,
one,
okay.
and then moves back up with the rest of the group.
Guess we don't need.
The rest of the group's fighting the drummer guy I was talking about. He doesn't attack. He sits there with the shield you have to break.
And I guess I'm also that.
You can see he's,
That's darkness.
yeah, he was hugging the left there. I think that was to avoid the magic on the ground. So he got here just in time before he died. That was good. Looks like the bats snapped up too.
We need to kill them before boss phase, or they will reset.
lower them or?
Yeah, lower them a bit.
Okay, so they're saying they want to get these mobs lower. Because when the boss phases, these
Yeah, thank you for the
bats will
prime. Appreciate it.
reset.
Thank you. Can
So they
someone
wanna make
check
sure
if
they die before
guide
the
is
boss
fixed
goes to phase 2.
on the website? If it is for normal subs and prime subs? Pull it now.
Mm-hmm. Alright, with this boss, what goes on here? So, Spirit Breaker, let's see. It's a tank hit. Looks like a knockback as well. Leaves a pool on the ground. Avoid the swirlies, of course. Lots of swirlies. These crush shells, he's going to jump on people. So people with the mark on their head, he jumps to where they are, I believe you. I don't know if
They
you
need
can
to
move
learn
out of
this
it.
boss,
I'm actually
right?
not sure.
Actually, too fast everything
But
in this game.
the healer
Yes,
knows
first-
who's got a
First
heal
boss
there
poops,
from
this boss
who's got that.
poops.
Yeah, so okay,
And
so that
this
was
boss,
smart.
like,
You see what he
jump
did?
also too fast.
He moved back into that other puddle for that tank buster with the pool that happens.
I
So he
cannot wait
stacked
for
those
first pick,
puddles
like, it will
to
be
keep
so
more
many
room on
fucking
the
minutes.
puddle.
Like, this key's unplayable with pucks. I don't know.
Alright. So, okay, so he's got this. Nice, okay. He's always ready for these knockbacks. He just jumps back in.
Yeah, think over
there.
the prime, think
charges.
over the prime, shade it, thank you. Ruin War 1, think over the prime, and Smacken
Okay, this is phase 2 here.
Rock, think over the prime. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. So these big guys with the circles, you can CC them, and it gives you a move speed. You run
Kick
faster.
last
The
one,
other
like-
guys you don't want to hit on the ground. You
We
want to
need
avoid
to
them.
kick this one when we're like behind him to prolong buff.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
need
what
to
he's saying
kick
is
it,
that last
like,
one,
when we already
you want to
passed him
kick
to
it
prolong buff.
as late as
We'll kick it
possible
earlier.
when you're running in to
Earlier.
get max uptime on the buff it gives you.
Whoever did it.
Hmm. And then the boss, when you get back fast, the boss is just sitting here. I think this may be a damage
You
out
kicked?
phase, I'm
Sure.
not sure.
Yeah,
But you want to get
Yeah,
back
this
as
buff
fast
is
as you
broken, so we
can
want
because
to
you're getting
run
free
past
damage
it,
on the boss already.
Busted and upper kick to refresh buff.
yeah. I thought it's just movement speed, not damage jump also.
It's 25%
Hmm.
both per out, I think. Per 50. And 5.
See, he jumped back, put that on the ground, and then jump right back in. Smart, saving space. You don't want to do it where your DPS are as well. You want to like just kind of put it to the side like that. Okay. The way that the DPS, if you
Holy
saw
what a
that,
stack.
they all actually stayed close together, so the boss didn't jump very far. They all kind of stood right near each other. That's good too. Helps with maintaining uptime for the DPS and the boss, especially the melee.
But there's so much time.
Hmm. Yeah, they
Should pump in
went super fast. So they did a 19. They almost plus 2 this key with a wipe. So I mean, this is a super efficient route
I don't think
that you
Scavenge
can
is
try for
ready
your
for them
keys. There you go. He's almost 4K on the beta, dude. He's gamer. Well, all right. That's how you do this key.